This is MissVindicat, and boy, does it feel good to say that again. This is going to be a old school whisper ramble video in which I'll give you a live and channel update. I'll share something about a home tour in a bit, and meanwhile I am going to start solving this puzzle. Although solving is not quite the right word, obviously, since I'm just starting and it has 1,000 pieces. So it'll just probably be sorting for this video. But that is fine. Look how cute it is with all the cats and these cute colors. I saw this in the store and I was like, okay, I need to bring this home because it's gorgeous. So a quick summary of what happened. The last 6 weeks were pretty exciting and fun. For me, I have started a new whisper channel here on YouTube. I had loads of fun doing that, and I thought that would mean that I would not upload here anymore on my MissVindicat channel. However, then I started to miss this channel. I think when I decided to focus on the new channel, that sort of automatically meant that I would quit this channel. I don't mean delete it, but just not upload anymore. But then after a while, I was like, nah, I don't like that. I am still very happy with my decision to start a new channel. It is called Mimi Whispers, and I make whispering and cozy games videos over there. And this new channel and creating videos really has made me fall in love with ASMR again. And I'm very excited about that. However, I may be in love with my new channel. I realized that this one, MissVindicat, is my first love. And as it turns out, I do not want to abandon it. I'll explain a bit more about that later, because I did have some privacy concerns with this old channel, but I think it's fine, basically. Let me first tell you about this home tour video that I made over on my new channel, Mimi Whispers. As you may know, if you've been following my channel, I have a son. I am a solo mom by choice, so it's the two of us, and we have a cat, Mikey, and she's doing very well, by the way. And we live in the Netherlands, in a big city, and almost 3 years ago we moved to our, I want to say new apartment, but it's not that new anymore, but I haven't showed it ever on YouTube, so in a sense it is our new apartment, and I love it here so much. It really fits us like a glove. The location is perfect, the size is perfect. It is still in the middle of the city center, but it is at the same time a lot quieter, more quiet. And certain point I am vacuum cleaning, but then the vacuum cleaner goes through walls or through boxes, and sometimes in the video my son is playing with his toys and then he'll hit himself in the head with the toy, and he was laughing so hard about that. And now actually when he plays with his cars, he'll do the same thing. He'll be like, hey mama, look, and then he'll, you know, fake, but like, you know, hit himself in the head with the thing. And I'm just so happy that this video now exists. It feels like it really captures our life, which I really just wanna save and remember for myself and for my son. But it's also because it's The Sims, I can just share it without worrying about showing our actual home or showing his face. So yeah, do check out that video if you'd like. I'll also put it in the description and maybe in the comments, or I'll also put it at the end of this video, so you can click it there, so you don't necessarily have to leave this video now. But yeah, please go watch it. Well, if you want, obviously, but I'm just so happy about that video. So yeah, then let me see. I'll first talk a bit about the new channel and then this channel, and then afterwards we'll go to an update of my life, I think. So yeah, basically I started the new channel in May, and I made a new one basically because I wanted a fresh start. I had been thinking about filming videos for a while, but yeah, do you know minimalism and Marie Kondo? And she advises, if you want to know if you want to keep something or get rid of it, you should ask yourself, does it spark joy? And then you know deep down in your heart whether something has a positive vibe or more of a negative vibe or neutral vibe. Well, to me, until a couple of weeks at least, because it's since changed, I feel like this channel, MissVindicat, didn't really spark joy anymore. And that had a lot to do with me for a while, I think like 2018, around those times, trying to make more money on YouTube and I was pretty burned out as a journalist back then, and I really wanted to work less in my day job and then earn more money on YouTube. And that really put me into a grinding mindset, like trying to chase the views and uploading more videos, and it really wasn't a positive vibe basically. And also my channel did grew a little, but nowhere near as much as I'd hoped. So I don't know, it kind of, the sparkle was gone because of that. Yeah, so basically I wanted to have a fresh start. So when I thought about creating videos again and I became excited about it, I had this picture of what I wanted, which basically was to combine old school whispering with cozy games, because I really enjoy cozy games and I think they really go well together with whispering. And then I did not just want to do gameplay but also storytelling. So basically, well, like the Sims video in which I do the home tour, I share stories about my life, but I also play a game, and it is gameplay, it is storytelling, it is old school ASMR, and it's also faceless. So the privacy concerns is just, you know, there are none. So yeah, and I really thought that a new channel to do just that, I don't know, that just made it spark joy again for me. So I started the new channel. I called it Mimi Whispers. you know, it wasn't about the views anymore, and that just made it all so much more calm and relaxing, and just me doing whatever I felt like doing, which is always the best decision. I should have known back in 2018 that the grinding mindset, trying to force something that just, I don't know, it doesn't work. It doesn't make me happy, and then I think the listeners, you guys are able to pick up on that. I don't know. Anyway, I really enjoyed making the videos again. And then it sort of suddenly started to pop up in my head that in fact I did not want to leave my MissVindicat channel. I did not want that to end. And before I started the new channel, I hadn't really thought it through. I just assumed that now there's a new channel, so the old one sort of halts. And also because of the privacy concerns, it just felt to make sense. Basically what happened is, here on this channel I used to film these views from my balcony, and because I did that, it was quite easy to find out where I lived. Now, I've never had any trouble with that. Nobody came to find me. So there wasn't really a problem, but it did start to feel more and more scary as time went on and my channel got bigger. And yeah, at a certain point I was like, okay, maybe I should not have done this. But I also realized that there's not really a way back, because even if you delete the videos, I mean, it's out there. So yeah, that was a concern of mine. So when I started a new channel, I kind of liked the clean break idea. But now that I'm really missing creating videos for this channel as well, I thought like, okay, but the thing is, I have since moved. I don't live where I used to live anymore. I'm not showing the outside of my current house, so basically people don't know where I live. So to have the channels linked and to still upload on this channel, yeah, it's not really a privacy concern. I'm not there anymore. So I don't know, I might still yeah, the videos with the view are still up. I might, yeah, I'm gonna think about that, whether or not I want that. But it does feel like there's not really a privacy concern now anymore. So yeah, that's when I decided, let's just record a MissVindicat video, because I really like that. So now going forward, let's talk a bit about my plans for both channels. There is one kind of concern I have, or maybe it's not a concern but a good thing. The thing is, my personality, my character, I don't know, I tend to have phases where I really go all in on something, and then I have phases where I just forget about things like hobbies or activities. And I really noticed that the last couple of weeks with the new channel, YouTube really became one of my favorite things to do again, and I actively decided to slow myself down. In fact, I made these rules for myself. I could upload 3 videos a week tops. I wanted 1 to 3, and there had to be, if I uploaded on one day, I couldn't upload the next 2 days. But then, only then again, just to make sure that I would not upload daily for 3 weeks and then quit again for 3 months. Because basically, that's the way I tend to operate. at the same time, I think 2 or 3 videos long time would not really be sustainable. It was just that it was a new channel, so I like to get a bit of a, number of videos on there, that it feels more like a real channel. If you just upload 1 or 3, it feels like the channel is just pretty bare, pretty empty. But now I think I have 11 videos there, so it starts to feel like a real channel. And I also think 1 video will just be way more sustainable. I do find it interesting though that on the one hand I can see it as a negative thing that I tend to have these, I don't know what to call them, the word manic comes up, but I feel like that's not an appropriate word because it's not a real manic episode, because that's a pretty severe mental thing, obviously, and that's not what's going on. But like a hyper focus, maybe that's a better word. I do really enjoy having these hyper focuses. I feel like they make me really forget about time and everything and go up in the moment and really enjoy myself. And they also make sure that I'm able to learn and accomplish a lot in a relatively small period of time. But then again, if there is a crash afterwards, that's not ideal. So sometimes I feel like I wish I would be a bit more balanced, and other times I'm like, no, this is who I am, and let's in fact see the positive in this, because there is a lot of positive in there as well. So all that happened, and yeah, that's about my new channel and my old channel. And for now I'll just keep uploading on both, and we'll see. It definitely sparks joy now, and I hope it will continue to be like this for a long time, because I'm really enjoying myself and I really like that. So then I'll do a live update. Let's see. I do not work as a journalist anymore. Yeah, you guys, I think I told you in one of my previous videos that I stopped working as a journalist. I had this blog about paying off my student loan. I wrote a book about that. The blog turned into a book. A publisher actually reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to write a book, and I was like, yes. So that's really good. And now I still work in the journalism field, but I don't work as a journalist myself anymore. This job is way more than before a 9-to-5 job. And I also work most weeks. I work 4 days a week, so it gives me time to breathe, time for my son, time for my hobbies. So it's way better for me. Yeah, so then my home, as I told you before, we almost live here now for 3 years, and I really love our home so much. There just isn't a garden. That would have been nice, but otherwise it's great, and we do have a balcony with all kinds of plants. So my son just turned 6 years old. I can hardly believe it. And becoming a mom was truly the best decision of my life. It was kind of overwhelming, the idea of being a solo mom by choice, but it's been such a good decision. I feel so much love, and I'm enjoying him so much, and we have such a peaceful, calm and loving environment here at home. Also with the cat, Mikey. She is 12 years old, so she's kind of getting older and becoming a grandma. I now have just time to spend with my son. We love to play board games. We love to do all kinds of hobbies together. I really like gardening. I've always liked it, but my like vegetables on the balcony, you know, I get more and more each year. I'm really into drawing again. I used to love that as a kid, but I sort of stopped doing it. But nowadays I'm drawing more and more again. I'm also more into cooking. It is kinda, cooking always was my nemesis. But slowly and slowly, I've been learning more recipes, more skills, but I've decided to take my time with it. So instead of thinking like, I'm not a good cook, let's just try to get it done as quickly as possible, I just really slowed down, and that really helped. I'm still not a very good cook and I'm still learning, but I feel like at least there is like a momentum going in a positive direction, which is really nice. I've been journaling quite a bit, way more than I used to. I love to make these puzzles, as I'm doing now. I really like that. I still do Sudokus, more complicated ones nowadays. And also reading. I'm still in the book club that I was in like years ago. I think we might exist for 10 years, maybe even a bit over. So yeah, that's still really fun to me. And well, I really enjoy gaming. I've always enjoyed gaming. So yeah, I've started the new channel for the cozy games, but I might still upload some gaming videos here because not all the games I play are very cozy. So I feel like that channel sort of has this niche, you know, old school whispering, storytelling, cozy games, and I should not really stray from that. That's also one thing why I'm really happy that this channel is now